Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm back again with my good friend and close friend, Gondororian. We're back just to give you a show that we were due to give you earlier on, but I think I forgot about it. Then I was like, yeah, there was a show we're supposed to do. This show, guys, is about the transfers. Obviously, the new signings that Man City have made. We've made about, let's see, about, is it five to six, seven? We can't hear you because you're on mute. What's your name?
Sorry, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, we've made one, two, five. I think it's five. Five,
Five
five.
signing, isn't it? Yeah, which is
Five.
amazing. And out of that, we have also made profit. I believe. I think so. We've made
We made it.
profit.
We've made a lot of money. We are the net spend champions. We are. Oh, so no, Brighton is first. I think we are second. I believe. Yeah, yeah. We made a lot of money. We've made
Yeah, we
a
did,
lot of money, and
which
we
is
come up
amazing.
profitable. Yeah,
Which is
it's
amazing. How
incredible
you
because think of yeah. How? Sorry, go ahead, Patrick.
how you doing, Charlie? Charlie, I saw what you sent me. I'm gonna send that link to Carl and see what Carl thinks about that. But big up to you for sending me that
Mm,
link. I'm just going to tag Carl in that link so that he can also read
yep.
it. I think
Send
it's
me the link.
about
Yeah.
spending for the past. There you go, Carl. I tagged you on Twitter. Hopefully you see it. So yeah,
Is it
go
on?
ahead. What were you saying?
Is it on Twitter? Okay, I see it. Here we go. Let me pull this up. Oh, I see. Okay, I've seen this one before. Yes, I've seen it. Yeah. No, I was just saying it's incredible to think about, where we are now, how much we spent, how much we sold. I know, I think at the beginning of the whole window, we talked about the fact that our biggest worry, Patrick, you and I, our biggest
Mm,
worry was the academy kids.
mm,
Are they going to get game time? Because we all knew, right, when they won the EDS back to back, right? In fact, the last game of the season, you talked about it many, many times that against Leeds United, they battered Leeds United. They were down on a goal and then they just got angry and just battered them, right, in the main
mm,
stadium. And we were worried that where are these kids going to go? Are they good enough to win the title? If they're not good enough to
mm,
win the title, what happens to them? And we felt that they were going to be sold to all these other clubs.
mm.
Southampton have taken three or four of them right now. Bazoon has gone there. Lavia has gone there. Edosia has gone there.
Delapa's going to stock on
Delap
a
has gone
loan.
to
Yeah.
Stoke. Market has gone to Sheffield United,
Son- yeah, sure,
right?
yeah.
Gomez has gone to Palermo in Italy, right?
Mm,
So all these guys are all going out. They're all leaving, right? And then the new crop of EDS folks are guys who come from the under 18s are now playing under 23, and we're not grooming the next set like the guy Borges. In fact, this guy there's one new guy that Southampton just got, Larios, right? He's
mm.
really good. He's also got
Yeah,
to Southampton.
he's a left back, isn't he?
He has a
Is
left
it the
back.
left
He's
back?
he's
Mm.
very very good. He's a very good player.
McLavin says in Europe we are second in revenue, and only Ajax, who had to sell their whole first team, is
Incredible,
first. Yeah, that's
incredible.
amazing.
And to
And
think
then
that,
Charles says we
yeah,
won't win the second Premier League this season. The PL2. This is a. It might be.
we may
It might be
win it
true.
right now.
Yeah.
The boys went to Chelsea and a very strong Chelsea side, and they drew the game 2-2. They're undefeated. You just never know. You just never know. The only thing that disappoints me is the women. I just feel that the women's team. I watch it a lot, and I don't feel that the coach. I don't know, man. The vibes I get from him is kind of weird. But the signings, the sales that we've done to be net positive, right? Second most profitable window after Ajax, and to have Ellen Haaland, Julian Alvarez, Ortega, Kanji, Calvin Phillips in your squad with all that and a profit I mean, it's incredible.
I can't read Spanish, but it says "Hola amigos, estoy empezado a
Oh,
seguir el
oh,
City. Soy hincha
brilliant.
de
Yeah.
Riva y muy admirar de." It says he admires Julian. I get that vibe, but I don't know Spanish.
He's talking about
Abrazos, why?
he's
Yeah.
talking about Julian at River Plate. I'll go back there, and the fact that I think he's from Argentina or something.
And he
So
admires him.
our good friend, Gringo Medina. So Patrick and I, we're good amigos. When we heard that Julian was coming to Man City, we watched almost every single River game.
Mm,
Every single River game. We watched him every Sunday. I was up late watching him. Patrick will watch him when he can. We watched him. We enjoyed him. We got the facts about where he can play, where he can't play, what his strengths are, what his weaknesses. The game that he scored 2 hat tricks in the same game, I will never forget that game, Gringo. That game was amazing. So we love the boy. We love him. We think he's amazing. We're
Yeah,
glad
big up to you, Gungo.
that's it.
Where you from, man? Big up to you. Okay, so here, Rich Sports says, big up, Rich Sports, man. Big up to you, Rich Sports. I hope we do another stream together. Most times I'm at work, so I don't do it. I ended up not doing that stream. So Rich Sports is a good guy, man. Carl. I hope you meet him one day. He's a very good fella. He's a Man United fan, and he's very good. To be honest with you, his streams are very good. Such a gentleman. Rich Sports said, yeah, go subscribe his channel. Even me both, is it me
Mebude.
body?
Mebude,
Mobode,
yes.
the one
He's
who's going
good.
to it was Dortmund. Mobode.
I don't know where he's going to, but he's very good. He is
He's
very,
already
very good.
gone. Our academy is finally alive and producing professional players. I prefer that than winning PL2 back to back. That's true, yeah. If I knew earlier, I would have gone to the EDS game tomorrow. It's only €3. Oh,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
that's amazing.
What
My
time
man
is the game
Kat
tomorrow,
reading some.
Charlie? What time is the game tomorrow? Because we always, can always watch it on CD Plus. It's always on.
Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, tell us, Chad, in the comments. Katuta says, my man Pat reading some Spanish. Muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias, man. I'm trying, man. I remember I was in Spanish, but I didn't last. I lasted for a week. I walked out. I wish I could have never walked out, and I regret that decision. I should have stayed. Haaland Rose set a PL goal. Who set? Okay, Haaland to set. I think it's to set a PL goal
I mean, he
scoring record.
could. He could set a record. I mean, if he continues on at this rate, I mean, double hat trick in what he scored 6 goals in less than 75 minutes of
Yeah.
football. That's
Mm.
just that's madness. He has 100% conversion rate in his game against Forest. 100% conversion rate.
That's amazing. That's amazing. He said has stayed. Oh, he has stayed. He didn't go
Yeah, I think
anywhere.
Tottenham were after him and he stayed, so that's good.
Ah, correct. Oh, he stayed. So the rumors. Yeah, big up, man. 2 p.m. Charlie. Charlie, thank you very much. It will be on City Plus. I hope the coverage is good. I hope the
Yeah,
coverage is good. Sometimes City Plus, if you ever watch this, sometimes your coverage goes crazy. You
crazy.
guys
Yeah.
need to fix up. So, guys, let's get into this window. I have seen a lot of people talking about windows. It has been disappointing to me to see some people are trying to say Arsenal's window is the best. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think, look, I'm not just trying to say this because as a City fan, but our window we have sold players, made so much profit, and that money we used by selling players did not even cover all the players we bought. It's actually covered just few of the players we bought, and we still have money left. And people say the best window goes to Arsenal. Guys, let's just get into this anyway. Let's not get into debates. Let me just share this so people can see our window. Maybe some people did not see the City window. So me and Ka will try show you the City window so that you guys can know how good our window is. Guys in the comments also rate the window. We'll rate the window out of 10 when we are done. So Carl, I'm gonna start off with Riyad Mahrez. Even though he's not a player that we bought. I think we made a video on Mahrez. Guys, if you wanna watch the video on Mahrez when he stayed, me and Carl made a video. Check it on the True City Fan channel. Also check it on Pitch Points. So Carl, I have picked Riyad Mahrez as one of the good signings for keeping him this season.
Yeah,
Do you think that's right to say?
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Champions League Mahrez is different. Let's not forget, Mahrez was the guy who scored us a goal in the Champions League at Real Madrid,
Even
even with all the
PSG?
at PSG. Right, Mahrez's goals carried us last 2 years ago to the Champions League final. Yes, in the Premier League, he can misbehave and he can be off his game. It happens all the time. But in the UCL, Champions League, Mahrez comes alive. And so to have him stay with us for another 2 years, a guy who probably costs us 60, 70 million right now, is a massive thing. And
Mm.
so it's a good signing. It's good to have him back. It's good to keep him for those games where we need him, right? In those moments to make a change. That's where Ramadan Mahrez comes around. So great signing.
And then we're gonna talk Bernardo Silva.
Oh, goodness
How
me.
important was this for him to stay?
Oh, this was after Ellen Haaland. This was the biggest signing to be able to keep Bernardo Silva. No, how much is Bernardo Silva worth in the market today, Patrick?
I think if you're being real and if you're being somebody that who's selling at the right price, I think it's 150.
Let's even be conservative. Let's even say Bernardo Silva will go for 110 million pounds. Clearly,
Mm.
easy, right? If Richarlison is going for 60 million pounds, and then what's his name? Fofana is going for 75 million pounds. Bernardo Silva is worth at least 100 and 110 million pounds. Imagine if we had lost this guy. How do we replace him? So the fact that he's staying with us at least for a year, at least, and we saw in the last game against Forest, his impact, and against Palace, his impact in that game was phenomenal. We get a player who is seasoned, who knows the Pep system. This is like a new signing, even though we never lost him. So to keep him, and we talked about this, Patrick. We kept saying for months, you got ridiculed. We said Bernardo Silva is not leaving the club. We said Bernardo Silva ain't leaving. We said Ake ain't leaving because it just didn't make any sense. We felt Barcelona could not afford Bernardo Silva, and nobody else could come for him. PSG couldn't come for him. He ain't going to Liverpool. He's not going to Real Madrid. He's not going to Arsenal. He's not going to United. So if Barcelona don't come for him, can't afford him, where does he go? And according to him, nobody put an offer for him. That's what he said. Nobody put an offer for me, so I'm staying. So we're glad to have him stay.
Yeah, talking about that, right? Like they says nobody put an offer for me. Let me just read some of the comments. It says Haaland will get 30 plus league goals this season. He's already on 9 for fuck's sake. That's true, Chris. So Charlie says 51 million for Haaland. Yeah, that was a
Incredible.
steal. Carl, speak on Carlos Borges. Do you think he could be the next cop to 10 with the first team? I think he will. I think
I
he'll
think he
make it.
will.
He's still
I
young.
think he
So
will.
10
I
out
think
of
he
10
will.
this window. My dream signing next summer is Bellingham and Joao Felix. Thoughts, Carl?
Give me Joao Felix every single day. Katuta. I love that kid. I've always loved him. Seriously. The moment we heard that Leroy was going, I was begging City, please, I beg you, sign Joao Felix. You know, will he come to us? I don't know. Bellingham, I'm still not convinced yet with Bellingham, guys. I don't know. I'm watching him. I'm trying to get convinced. People are convincing me small. I'm still not there yet with Bellingham. I don't know.
You will be there, don't worry, one day. So what
Yeah.
here's Charlie says, Carl, have you watched the latest episode of the New City documentary?
I'm gonna watch it tonight with my missus. We're gonna sit down with a glass of wine. We're gonna watch. We always watch it together. We watch the Arsenal one together. We watch the City one together. We always watch it. She watches it with me. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it tonight, Charlie.
Yeah, so big up. Leo Messi is talking about I think what's his name? Carlos. Yeah, so guys, I'm falling back in love with RW Silva. His
Mm.
dribbling and directness. He doesn't dribble and lose the ball like Rice.
Yeah.
He's able to dribble and not succeed, but recycle the ball.
McLovin, this point that you make is absolutely, and that's good thinking, McLovin, because what we saw in the game yesterday from Bernardo Silva was not just the fact that he's a left foot on the right side, and I hate inverted wingers, Patrick,
Yeah, you
but
do,
the
yeah.
fact that he's dynamic, he goes on the inside and the outside, he's dribbling that fullback, right? He's committing the fullback. It's the Bernardo Silva that we saw at Monaco, right? That ability to dribble and take people on. That's what I like about him. If we have him as our right winger and he's left footed, I don't mind that as an inverted winger. What I don't like is Amaris coming in and then recycling the ball back and not taking his man and going near the outside.
Okay. So what about Ortega? How do you think of this signing?
He's better than Stefan,
Hmm.
right? He's a shot stopper. We're all crying for a shot stopper. He shot stops for the
Yeah,
most part,
here he is. Yeah, here he is. Guys,
right?
I think it's good to have Ortega because he's very stable. Yes, he's made few mistakes, but it's because when you don't play games as a keeper, it's hard to stay sharp. But he's made very good saves. He made a 1v1 save in one of the games he was playing, and it was
Yeah,
amazing, and the
yeah,
way he stopped it. So,
yeah.
guys, Ortega, I think will be solid for us, and I think it was a good thing to get him for free because don't forget he was one of the best keepers in
In Germany,
the in
Bundesliga.
Germany. So
Bundes-
what about Phillips, the man who
Oh
never stops smiling?
God. See, this. I'm sorry, guys, out there in YouTube and Twitter land. I have to kind of doff my hat a little bit. In January, Patrick, Adam, Michael, we did a show where we talked about the Fernandinho replacement. And we looked comprehensively at 5 or 6 players that we felt could replace Fernandinho. We looked at Frankie de Jong. We looked at Dennis Zakaria, the same Zakaria that went to Chelsea. We looked at 3 or 4 others. We looked at Declan Rice. We looked at Chouameni. We looked at 1 or 2 others again, right? We looked at everybody, and we felt that the closest match to Fernandinho, based on the heat map, based on stats, based on how they play, was Calvin Phillips, England's best player in Euros. And lo and behold, here we are today. Calvin Phillips has signed for Man City. It was almost a match made in heaven between how he plays. Now, we hope he gets fit. We hope that his fitness comes back to life. I think we're nursing him back slowly to life after his brutal time at Leeds. But this guy is a baller. And when he gets up to speed, Patrick, he is going to be one hell of a player for us.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He is. I remember we did it. We did a video on who's gonna replace Fernandinho. I think Phillips was picked. We also did a video in November, way before Haaland rumors were coming. We did a video on Haaland, and we said City are gonna sign Haaland. That was way before all the rumors. We did the cost, how much it's gonna cost, why he is a better option than Harry Kane. I know that Carl always reminds me that people were laughing, saying Haaland is not coming to City because Haaland has got bad attitude. Haaland has got a big ego, but I remember Carl was adamant, and all of us were adamant, saying no, this ego thing is just a matter of media. But the
Yeah.
guy himself
Yeah.
seems to be like a fun guy. Everybody keeps saying that. Um, I hope you have a picture of Scott Carson contract extension plan. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't. I don't. Sorry, Charlie. Don't think we have spoken about Ortega has already made Edison more fired up
Mm,
for work. This
mm,
season, Edison passing has been even better, and we have
mm,
not complained once about any shorts.
mm,
Short notice. Yeah,
mm,
shorts
mm,
notice. Yeah, it means like notice. As in notice that we haven't complained at all,
mm,
which
mm.
is true, man. That's the reason of Phillips from me, guys. I know he's got injured a few times. I think sometimes you're just unlucky, but I think he's gonna, like, remember Gundogan came to
Yeah.
City and he was a bit
Let me.
unlucky, but I think he's gonna get back. I
Yeah.
think Phillips will be back
Pat,
as
let me
we
let, let
say.
me
Yeah, go ahead.
explain how this whole injury thing. Again, this is because I coach a bit, and I study a lot of this kind of stuff because I have to because of the players that I coach. Right? Is whenever you have an injury to your body and you're a footballer, for example. Let's say you injure one part of your body. Let's say your knee gets injured. Okay, and I've been injured to my knee as well. What happens to your body is that parts of your other parts of your body begin to compensate for that injury because you can't put weight on it. You can't do this. So your other parts of your body begin to compensate. When you now begin to get healed, you now begin to stress those areas that were compensating for your injury in the first place. So it takes time for things to kind of come into balance and equilibrium throughout your whole body. Which is why players who are injured, if they rush them back too quickly, that's why Pep said Laporte's going to take time. They often have an injury in another part of the body. Remember this guy at Leeds United, that Bamford, right? He was injured. He came back one game. He scored a goal, and then he celebrated, and he pulled another hamstring because
Mm.
that part of the body was compensating for the injury that he had before. So it's no surprise that this is happening. They're just going to have to manage him back to full fitness over time as well. I hope that helps everybody out there.
Yeah, KDB says thoughts on Kunku next summer.
I think he's a baller. I wasn't convinced before, but I've watched him play. I think he's a good kid, and I want to see him and what he does in the Champions League. I think this year will determine what happens to him next year. If he improves like he did last year, probably somebody will come for him. If he flatlines, that's probably it. But yeah, good guy.
So what about this guy? The guy who I remember we did a video. I remember a lot of people were saying, no, Patrick, no Carl. When we did the show, people were like, no, Patrick, no Carl. This guy is going to be a CFG signing. And I remember you also saying, yeah, he might be a CFG. Then later
Yep,
on, I think I was so stubborn and adamant. I was like, nah,
yep,
because
yep,
I think
yep,
something just told me that some of these, especially him and Gomez, I looked at them and looked at our team because when I was looking, Carl, I remember for Alvarez, I was looking at our team. I was like, there's nobody like him in our team. So why would you make him a CFG and send him somewhere
yep,
for
yep,
18 million? I was like,
yep,
this guy looks like he's the next
yep,
big thing. Everybody's hyping him. Aguero, Martinez, everybody's hyping him
yep,
in South America, and nobody finishes like Alvarez. I was like, there is no way this guy we're gonna miss him. So you came on board, you started watching the videos. We
yep,
all okay,
yep,
we all did videos together. People still doubted, saying he's CFG. Some doubted and said he was not going to play a lot of minutes. But here we are, two
yep.
goals already in his first start, in his first full start in the
It,
Prem.
and Patrick, and I'll be fair with you. I mean, this is all on you, and flowers to you because I remember very clearly when this was announced. I didn't believe it was coming to the club. I felt he was a CFG signing. Maybe he goes to New York or goes to Girona or goes somewhere else. That's what I felt. And a lot of people felt that way as well, right? We don't normally do this kind of deals with this kind of kids. We normally send them off to, and the examples of that, Tata Castellanos goes to New York City from Uruguay. Now he's at Girona.
Mm.
But you told me, you said, nah, he's not a CFG signing. He is coming to the club. I said, okay, let me give Patrick the benefit of the doubt. I will watch him at River and see what he does. And guys out there, I started watching this kid every single Sunday at River Plate. And the more I watched him, the more I believed. The more I watched him, the more I believed. It got to a point where I was like, Patrick, ain't no way in hell this guy goes to CFG. This guy's coming straight into the first team. Not EDS, not Girona, not New York, not Uruguay. He's coming straight into the first team. I said, in fact, this guy replaces for me Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling.
Mm.
This guy's ability to finish in front of goal, he doesn't fool around. His finishing is world class. I remember the game that he scored a double hat trick. I talked about this earlier on. He finished right foot header, 6 goals in one game. He had 2 balls he went away with. The crowd got up and clapped for him after that game. The opposition fans were clapping for him. Every shot was a goal. Everything was a goal. Every finish. He scored all 6 goals for his club that day. He's amazing. And we saw him yesterday or day before yesterday against Forest. That second goal, Patrick, where he runs in behind and that left foot finish top of the box, that reminded me of Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
The first goal reminds me the way he moved out and crossed that ball to take the shot. Reminded me of Sergio Aguero. I went back and watched him in slow motion, Patrick, and I saw what he was doing. When the ball was coming, the ball wasn't yet with him yet. The ball was coming. He looked up and looked at the goal, right? He took a mental picture. And we tell all strikers, when you're playing as a striker, you do 2 things. You know where you are in relation to the goal. You take a picture of the goal in your mind,
Mm.
right? You start your mind. He looked at the goal, took a picture, ball came in. He didn't look at the goal again. He took the
Yeah.
shot and he was in. This kid is special. And I'm glad that we have him.
And
I'm so glad we have him.
that second one, some people try to take it down first because it was bouncing. The second goal, it was still
Yeah,
bouncing when Marius tried to kick. People tried to take it first and try to pick a spot. He already knew exactly where he's kicking. And guys, that's the reason as I had hope in this kid. I was like, there's nobody in our team who's like him. So why would you waste time? And I knew. And did you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and whether people might agree with it or not, I'm telling you, the reason why Pep called this guy, this is the Pep striker. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think till the date of the day, people are gonna have to admit, I think Haaland coming in is not is 50-50 Pep, 50-50 the club. You know what I mean? But I
yeah,
can say 60 the club.
yeah,
I think Pep on Alvarez was 100%. You can also
yeah,
see in the
yeah,
press,
yeah,
every time in the press they talk about Haaland, he says, oh, that guy is amazing. But he says he brings it back to Alvarez. He's like, Alvarez is this. You can tell, like a coach, you can tell that coach
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted this guy
yeah,
more than this guy, but this guy is your bonus. Like
yeah.
Haaland, I think, was there to be signed. And Haaland said himself in the interview, we picked Man City. I told my dad, every time I watch Man City, I imagined myself being given those balls. So
Absolutely.
I think Alfie came and said that, do you guys want Haaland? Haaland wants to come that side. So I think that deal was what they said. But I think that's more like a big percentage of the club wanting Haaland to come there. A small percentage of Pep saying, you know what, we might need a ruthless guy like this in the Champions League. But I think if Pep gave him Alvarez in full and Haaland never came here, I think Pep would have still loved Alvarez being his striker. That's just my feeling anyway. Just a look at the comments he's making, you can tell that this guy is so in love. So let's see here. Say who should start on RW from now on, Mares or Alvarez?
You see, it depends on the competition. If we're playing Liverpool, for example, tomorrow, right?
Mm,
Maris has no business on that team.
mm,
If we're playing, don't forget, this guy scored against Liverpool in the Community Shield. He came in
mm,
as a sub and scored within like 10 or 15 minutes. Why? Because of his work rate, his pressing, his ability to smell the goal, right?
mm.
So we're playing Liverpool tomorrow. I'm playing Alvarez straight up. Foden, Holland, Alvarez against Liverpool's high line, not pressing.
Yeah,
If we're
yeah,
playing Champions League, maybe it's like in Copenhagen or something. Okay, Mares could play that game, with Mares' way of his dribbling. He can,
Majority of the Champions League games, even in the semis, Mares would be great because teams open up. You know,
yeah,
they open up. Nobody packs the bus. The big
yeah,
teams won't pack the bus for you. So maybe Sevilla is the only one I cannot play Mares because Sevilla I know they'll
yeah,
pack the bus.
yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
says, I always said Alvarez would come straight into the first team.
You
Big
did,
up to
you
you,
did,
Charlie.
you did,
Big
Charlie.
up to you.
You did.
Katura says, I remember watching Alvarez comps, and when he scored that second goal versus Forest, it made me feel happy. Can't lie. Our next Aguero, love the kid, love the kid. If you love Alvarez, guys, like the vid. If you like Haaland, like the vid. If you like what we're doing, me and Carl here before Carl goes and watch the latest episode with his wife with some wine. Smash your like button, guys. Man City Football Club was an Alvarez shot that hit the post away from the two new strikers scoring a hat trick in the same game.
Incredible.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
yeah,
Five goals from our
incredible,
two.
man.
5 goals from two strikers in the same game. Five
Yeah.
goals. It's incredible.
Okay, cool. So let's move over to
Yeah. Oh, your boy.
Gomez.
That's all you. You talk about
Yeah.
him. You talk about him. It's all yours.
Yeah, okay, cool. So this sorry, he's gone. Also, this guy, I made a video of him. If you guys are interested on a video about Sergio Gomez, go on my channel or Pitch Points. There's a video there which I made.
Mhm.
Uh this guy was one of the guys that people thought he was going to Girona. Again, I had a feeling, just a feeling, that there's no way. I was like, there is no way this guy is going to Girona because
Yep.
I never knew him. I'm not gonna sit here and say I knew who Sergio Gomez is, but as soon as he was mentioned, Underlit, and I was like, I think this is Vincent Company who's given props to the club, saying, "Why don't you
Yep.
get this kid?"
Yep.
But when I dug deeper and find out that he's from Barcelona, as soon as I found out he's from Barcelona, my mind was like, This is the guy they're going to sign." And I think that whole thing saying they're looking for a senior fullback, I think it was just in case Lodi was available or
Yep.
something, or it was just
Yep.
in case
Yep.
they just wanted to back themselves up. But to be honest with you, Carl, after we watched videos of him and we saw who he is, I think both of us were convinced that there's no way he's going anywhere. Because if you look at his play and the way he plays football, and the guy who is very versatile and can play even right back, he can play as a right winger, by the way, guys. He
You
plays as a
can.
right
Yeah.
winger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And did you hear what Akanji said in his interview? He said, Akanji said, the time I met Sergio
Yeah.
Gomez,
Yeah.
he was a very talented attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
I never knew he's been turned into a left back.
Yeah.
But he says when he came to Dortmund, he was 17 years old and he was young. And that time we had people who were playing that position, and obviously he didn't get an opportunity. So,
Absolutely.
Carl, this is a guy who plays left back, he plays left winger, right winger. He can also play as a DM, surprisingly enough. That's listed on his CV and he's done it before. So that's why I had a feeling that he'll stay. And now he got the 21 jersey, and we found out he's a City fan from childhood and he
Yeah.
loved David Silva.
Yeah.
Maybe it's finally somebody who respects the David Silva jersey, not like Ferran Torres who
Oh gosh, don't get
came
me
and just
started.
ran away
Yeah.
with it. So,
Yeah.
guys, I had a feeling, and I'll say there's a nice video, full video on Sergio Gomez. And I remember in that video, I emphasized to people that this guy is staying, and some people are still doubting. I don't blame people because everybody has the doubts. I also
No,
doubt people,
everybody has
but
their
this guy
opinion.
is a good signing. So, what do you think, man? Straight from Anderlecht,
I mean,
and not a big name, 11 million.
when you brought it up, you did a very great show analysis on the guy. You talked about his strengths. We even went back to watch him when he played for in the World Cup under 17. Against Phil Foden. He was second best player in the tournament. We played for Vincent Company at Anderlecht. He's a versatile player. He's unafraid. He's like a La Masia graduate, so he understands the Pep system. He's just born into it. He wasn't converted, right? He knows it very well. And based on what we've seen so far, he's played cameos in 2 or 3 games now. He hasn't made a mistake. Hasn't made a mistake. So let's see. They're going to groom him slowly. The reality is that Cancelo is our left back right now. I mean, there's no doubt. Joao Cancelo is the starting left back. But over time, you begin to see that Joao will now begin to play on the right side. And this guy will begin to play on the left side as time goes on to get him that confidence in playing in the big games. It's exciting. 21, 22 years old. Um, you know, great guy, left footed, can strike the ball, can cross the ball. Yeah, I'm excited for having this guy.
He was the player of the season for Anderlecht when he came last year, and he had the most assists. That's why they were calling him the assist king. Uh, I remember I was talking to Safe in the group. Remember Safe, one of our good friends, Safe. He said I don't know if you saw the interaction between me and him. He was saying Sergio Gomez has been done in some of the games. I was like, but I haven't seen that because like if you watch his games when somebody goes past him, he recovered. There's a time somebody went past him and then Diaz covered, then Sergio Gomez took the ball from him by covering the center back area. I think we just have to be patient. I think people will be shocked by this. I don't think I don't think they're gonna send him to Girona as people thought in January or next year. I think
No.
this guy is here to stay because he's too talented and he's somebody who can be taught. And guys, for these players who are City
Uh,
fans, it's actually a privilege. So it says Pep made an interesting comment today
yeah,
about De Bruyne's long-term replacement. Any
I didn't hear
thoughts
that.
on who it would be
Maybe it's
there
the
to
embargoed
replace
one.
him?
I haven't heard about
Hmm?
that one. Maybe it's is it the embargoed conference or is it the regular conference? I don't know about that. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. But yeah, this kid. I mean, what can you say? You wanted a left back, they give you a left back. Renan Lodi that you guys wanted, right? He played for Forest. I mean, he was destroyed 6-0. What are you gonna
He
do?
got he got sat down
He
by
got
Bernardo
killed.
Silva
Like
twice.
Bernardo Silva killed him.
Mm.
What are you gonna do? So
Yeah, sometimes it's good to appreciate these low level like signings. Bellingham or Wits. I don't know who Wits
oh,
is, to be
Witz is
honest.
the players in the Bundesliga. He's pretty good as well. I heard he's
Oh, let
quite
me.
good.
I'll
Yeah,
check. I'll check him. I put Gomez is a signing where we can cut out the middleman. Instead of us buying from Brighton, we're buying him from Getafe and under the likening to Cucurella. Yeah,
yeah.
that's true, guys. By the way, this guy is very close to Cucurella, very close, skilled, and they're all coming from the same academy. I haven't seen enough of Gomez. Don't worry, you will see enough of him when the games start becoming fast and thick. But all the cameos I've seen, they look great, isn't it? They look great. Nima says, "Hi guys, Lacia is here. Oh, how you doing, man? How you doing? Big up to you. How you doing?" Sergio Gomez has fit in well in a few minutes he played. Yeah, that's true. He fits in well. Like the fit, guys. Like the vid. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, guys. So let's go to our main man.
Erling Braut Haaland, Norwegian meat shield, as I call him. We stake our reputation on this guy, Patrick, when we did that show in November, when we
Mm.
said that we believed that Erling Haaland was going to come to City in November last year.
We did put our reputation on the line, didn't we?
We put all the chips on the table. All the chips were on the table. And I believe Martin did the same thing as well when he did the show with his own show, The Mancunian, where you guys subscribe to his channel. It's pretty good as well. You, me, Ade, Michael, Adam had a very in-depth discussion where we looked at every single detail. We did so much analysis. We even talked about salary, guys. We talked about salary. We got the salary literally spot on in terms of the money he was going to get. We got the contract length spot on. We got the release clause close because nobody knew it was 51. We thought it was 64, but it was actually cheaper than 64. It was 51. We talked about the case that City would build around bringing him to the club. We talked about the family connection, the father connection. We talked about the branding. There's a documentary coming on about Erling Haaland in the next couple of weeks called The Decision, how Erling Haaland made the decision to come to City. We talked about the fact that we believe that this was a cheaper deal and a better deal for City than going for Harry Kane, right? With Daniel Levy playing the fall guy. Thank you, Daniel Levy, for being a fall guy because you helped us get Erling Haaland, who is phenomenal. We would have spent all our money on Harry Kane, 150 million for Harry Kane. Meanwhile, we spent 51 million for Erling Haaland. And even if Erling leaves in 4 or 5 years' time, we can still make money off him because we paid $51 million for him, pounds for him. We triple our money. With Harry Kane, 4 years' time, his value is literally zero because he's going to be 32 or 33 years old, salvage value. So in every aspect of this deal, we make money, we make business, we grow the brand, we grow the following. I can guarantee you right now, all across the whole world, young kids are celebrating and watching Erling Haaland. Even my 6-year-old knows his name. He comes to
As you
America.
do.
He comes to America for preseason. Everybody's shaking his hand. He walks from the stadium. People are laughing and clapping up and standing up for him. He's a genuine superstar. The likes that we haven't seen in a very, very, very long time.
We haven't at all, and
No,
everybody wanted him to fail, and he's not failing.
right. The last superstar like this we saw was Ronaldo, Messi. That's the level that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think even Kylian Mbappe is. I mean, yes, maybe in France, but the superstar, the aura around the player, the all the media attention around him is not up to this guy's own. And the best part about this deal, Patrick, the best part about this deal is that he is fucking delivering. Excuse my language.
Mm.
He's delivering on the field where it matters. When he missed a shot against Liverpool, he was laughing. He was laughing because he's saying to himself, "You're all laughing at me right now. I'm laughing at you because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you all." First game away at West Ham, beautiful goal. One goal, low block. Next goal behind the line. Bournemouth, great assist. And then we have Palace, hat trick. And then we have Forest, hat trick. And then this weekend, let's see what happens. This is a deal that, thanks to Cheeky, thanks to his father, thank you to his father. His father is a genius for managing his son's career, knowing when to go to what club at what point in time. From Mulder to Salzburg to Dortmund and now to City. Small, small, small incremental steps to make sure that the boy is growing all along the way. Not overhype, not too much money. Looking for how can my son develop and become a full player and grow as a guy. That's wonderful management. So kudos to
Yeah,
him, kudos to his
this
father,
guy.
kudos to everybody.
Yeah, big up for that, man. Big up to him. And he also said it in a small clip saying, so far my team has picked the right teams to go to. He also talked about his agent, the late I forgot his name. What was his name again?
Mino Raiola.
He's
Mino.
yeah, Mina. Yeah, he says big up to him. He helped me pick Man City, and he told me that I think Man City he gave me blessings to go to Man City. So Bundesliga tax is a
Mhm.
myth. Yeah, that's a myth. Robot guy, how you doing? Katuna says robot guy. So if you had to pick one center back to leave, who would it be? Five center backs won't last long. They all want to play.
It'll
That
last long.
brings us.
It,
That
it,
that
it,
brings
it,
us.
it,
That
I think
brings
that
us.
I think they all stay, and they all stay because there are too many competitions to play. There are just too many. You can't. The idea that somehow there's just too many competitions. You're going to play 65 games in a season plus
Yep.
World Cup. It's just not possible. You get injuries. You know, Laporte. Imagine we got to the Champions League final last year with Laporte injury and Stones was injured and Diaz was injured. We had to play Fernandinho against Liverpool. Imagine that, playing Fernandinho and Rodri in the back against Liverpool with Walker half fit. We'll get killed. So in a way, we
Yeah.
have to count our blessings, because it would have been a very difficult game for us.
Yes, yes, I can't wait for you lads to see him live. He's such a beast. Big Martin, we will see him soon. Thank you, Martin, man. I do think Real Madrid will come for him in a couple of years, regardless if he's close or not. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when we get there, man. We'll see when we get there. Let's just enjoy him for the meantime. As I
Exactly.
cited for you, people watch Arta believe he is actually wearing the historic blue shirt. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true, Matt. Madrid can't afford if he has it is close. Yeah, that's true. So it says even Haaland thanked his team and said they didn't know that they don't know how they do it, but this is the perfect home for him. It is the perfect home, and Carl always said, "You will be a legend here. You'll be loved. People will welcome you as
Yes.
Alfie's son." So
Yes.
there
Yes.
it is. So here,
Yeah.
nothing phases Haaland. He knows his level. Such an alpha. Yeah, big up to you, man. Such an alpha. Shout out to you, Miss Melina. How you doing, Miss Melina? Big up to you. Guys, if you play fantasy football, Miss Melina does fantasy football. She's an expert in it. She'll give you advice. She does a show which is FPL show. So go to her, go subscribe to her channel. She's an Arsenal fan. Hopefully, we'll have her for the Arsenal versus Man City preview in the future. I think it's due. So anyway, guys, we go to the signing that's been signed recently. I know we spoke about him in the preview, the Aston Villa one. This is Akanji, Manuel Akanji, half Nigerian, I assume, and
Yep.
he plays for Switzerland. So Carl, I'll give you this one since this is your boy.
Yeah. This one shocked everybody. All of us were shocked. Martin and I were having quick conversations over the phone, as in what the hell's going on. We're trying to figure out what's going on. It was a shock to all of us. We were surprised. Now, we had a small inkling when Pep said that, when they asked him if more signings were coming in. He says, I don't know. We're like, what's he talking about? Is it a left back? Is it a right back? Is it a striker? Is it a winger? We didn't know it was going to be a center back who's 2-footed, who's 6'4", who is one of the quickest center backs in Europe, who is very smart and intelligent. You should watch his ability to calculate numbers faster than a calculator, who's again experienced international, who's played at Dortmund for a while. He's played in the Champions League year after year, who's good at build-up play, can head the ball quick, and who is only, Patrick, 17 million euros. or
Yeah.
15 million pounds. 15 million pounds for this guy. It's a deal that you could not refuse, especially with Laporte coming back in October. With Ake coming back, you have to have cover. And the club recognized that and they went for him. It's a wonderful addition,
It's a
either which way.
no-brainer. And guys, I know people are panicking, saying, "What if somebody is back?" Guys, you have to remember, right? As Carl said, we go to the Champions League and we had four centre backs. We still arrived at the Champions League semi-final without enough centre backs. It happens, guys. The thing about Man City is they're going for four competitions. They're going to win every. They want to win every game. Bringing Akanji, Akanji is not just coming for the sake of coming. He's been told you're going to be rotated. He's
Yeah.
accepted those terms. He's accepted the fact that he's coming here, but he's been told that we've got Carabao Cup, we've got FA Cup, we've got Champions League, we've got the Premier League. In the Premier League, some of the games will require Laporte to be rested. Some of the games will require Diaz to be rested. Rotation, like we need to rotate, and for us to go for four trophies, it's not easy in the Prem, because in other leagues they've got holidays, they have got breaks, but we don't have breaks. So when we go to the later stages of Champions League, some teams have had breaks, but we don't. So we need people like Akanji, who's got experience in the Champions League, experience obviously playing against people like Mbappe, who he did well against.
Yep.
Stop listening to people when they tell you that, oh, this guy was the worst defender at Dortmund. Dortmund is rubbish already at defending. And Pep said we saw him against us in the Champions League.
Exactly.
His build-up was perfect.
Exactly.
He was breaking the lines perfectly. So, guys,
Exactly.
before they pick these guys, they know what they're doing. And guys, seasons ago, everybody was after Akanji. It's just that it was said by somebody. What's his name? The
Well,
guys who do the podcast on ESPN. Those two guys. What?
oh, Gab McCarthy and Jules
Yeah, they
Laurent.
say that Akanji has ability, but his ability went a bit hidden at Dortmund because coaches managers were changing. Then they hope that now under Pep Guardiola he will reach that potential that everybody thought he was going to reach. Guys, everybody wanted him. You should see his game against Man United when he was at Basel or something. He was playing this at Basel, one of the teams. He played against United. He was very good, and he was the guy who was standing out on the pitch. Yeah, what do you want to say, Carl?
No, I was going to say, if you really want to know how good this guy is, watch his games for Switzerland, Euros, World Cup qualifications. Go to YouTube and type in Manuel Akanji Switzerland games, Euros. Watch him. Go watch him. There's a reason why Switzerland, right, will top their group in the qualification for I believe, the World Cup or the Euros, right? Because they were defensively solid. And guess who was the main guy, the protagonist in that defense that led the line was Manuel Akanji. It's him.
Yeah.
Athletic, quick, decisive. Not Dortmund where they're
And
confused.
look at the
Where
jersey he's taken. He's taken one of the biggest jerseys in the club,
he's taking a legend.
Fernandinho
Yeah,
25.
yeah,
Yeah, so he's backing himself. And
backing
people
himself.
says here in most people saying Haaland will go in 5 years. Mind you, if we win the CL at least two times within those 5 years, he wins a Ballon d'Or. He won't go anywhere. After all, he's a City fan by
Well,
heart. That's
it's
a
the
very
same
good
way.
statement.
It's the same way people said that Mbappe was going to go to Real Madrid, and what happened? Don't
Mm,
buy all this stuff, guys. Just
yeah,
focus on now. Enjoy the moment. When the time comes, you will see.
yeah, we'll see
The
anyway.
club that we have
So
today will not be the club in the future. The club will be more successful. Watch.
yeah.
Just watch.
So McLovin says, "Yep, a good shock. Woke up in the morning. Yeah, that's true, man. I'm excited to see this brother on the pitch. Me too,
Yeah.
man. I'm excited to see this brother. He's very fast. Guys, be patient with the guy. If he makes mistakes, it's allowed. For defender, this is a new league. Support the guy. Don't start pointing. Don't listen to rival fans
No.
because they will come. They always come after our team, regardless who we sign. His pace will help on FIFA. Yes, McLovin. I'm also happy. I play FIFA too, and I can't wait for this guy. I remember FIFA 2019, he was one of the wonder kids in there. So
Mm,
let's keep moving here. He says, exactly, we need depth.
yes.
Any player you would want to City to sign, Rich James for me. Yeah, but he's untouchable, so we cannot
Yeah.
touch him at the moment. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, we'll see in the future. For me, if I had the option of Man City signing a player today and I was the one given the keys, I will go try get Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid and bring him to Man City.
I agree with that.
Akanji was elite for Switzerland in the Euros. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Akanji pocketed Bapi as well, as we said
Yeah. He
earlier on.
did. He did.
Yeah,
He did.
having Akanji and Walker in a back three is a counter proof. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly. Maybe that's what Pep is looking at. He keeps looking at teams countering us, and he was like, I think we should get a center back who's quick. Maybe sometimes we'll see three in the back, and Akanji can play as a right back. So
Do you
to be honest with
remember,
you, I'm gonna say
Patrick?
this: I'd rather play him than Stones. Well, Stones every time after right back he gets injured because it's too intense.
You remember the Real Madrid game away? One of the reasons why we lost that away game was when Walker went off. Before Walker went off, what's his name? Vinicius Junior didn't smell the goal. The moment Walker goes off and Fernandinho comes on, they get in. So having that centre back who has the speed that can match Walker to cover you in case Walker gets injured or Stones gets injured is absolutely critical. We haven't had speed at the back for a long time. Welcome Manuel Akanji to City. Even if the speed, even if the speed is all that you have, that's enough for us. Let all the other guys do all the playing and all the movement, all the passing. You use your speed to get you out of jail, which is what Walker does anyway. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so let's move on to says he looks better in a three than a four. Yeah, we'll see. He'll get used to it, man. He'll get used to it. Um, I won't mind the three at the back at some point. Walker, Stones, Akanji at the base. Gomez, Cancel, wing backs. Rodri, KDB in the midfield, Haaland, Alvarez up top, Yakatuta, the mathematician Nima says, that's true, man. He's good in math, man. I wish I was good as him like that in math. I always hated mathematics. I was always good in history, business studies. That was my thing. Geography, that's my thing. I'm just good at other things. I'm good at holding a lot of information in my head, but not mathematical stuff.
Hmm.
But anyway, so that is the window, Carl. That is the
Yeah,
Man City. That is the Man City window. I'm just gonna put all the pictures together.
incredible,
So,
incredible.
looking at all
Look
this
at that.
window
Look at
and
that. Look at
knowing
that.
knowing that we've also apparently wait, sorry, Jesus Christ, where is
Look
the
at that.
we'll have to start this again. It's lost. It's yeah. So looking at all this window though, looking at the window we've had this
Mm,
season,
mm,
Cow.
mm,
And you keep hearing people trying to rate their own windows.
mm,
And as I said, I've seen few shows where people are
mm.
rating Arsenal's window and rating Chelsea's window.
It's just a lot. There's a lot of agenda. It's just a lot of agenda.
Okay,
There's a
let me
ton of
get
agenda.
everything. Let me get everything together. Okay, finally, looking at all this window, even guys in the comments get involved. There's about 15 of you watching. Guys,
Incredible.
like the vid, and also subscribe to Pitch Points. We're going to be doing a lot of Champions League content next week. Subscribe to Football and Chills, and also subscribe to True City Fan. Guys, looking at this window, guys in the comments, and looking at this window, Carl, tell me, out of 10, what does the window do for you?
I mean, I'm giving it 10 over 10, bro.
Mm,
To keep Bernardo Silva, get Calvin Phillips, get Julian Alvarez, keep Mares, get the center back in Akanji. You get a goalkeeper to help your second goalkeeper. You get a left
mm,
back, and then you get Erling Haaland, the hottest striker in world football. Anybody who says it's below 10 doesn't know what they're talking about. Because I tell you something, okay? If Liverpool had these seven players come into their club tomorrow, you won't hear the last of it.
mm,
You will not hear the last. If Man United had these seven players going to the club tomorrow, if United had Alvarez and Haaland and Bernardo and Phillips and the goalkeeper and the centre back today in their squad, oh my God, what are we talking about? 10 over 10, 100%.
Yeah, guys, go ahead in the comments. What do you think of the window? I love this 3-3-4 with Ford and Bernardo keeping the width good. So much to be excited about. Our window is 10. That's like a good comment. Is it only me who forgot about staying and Jesus long time ago? Me too, I did, man. I don't even remember who they are. We could have been say would have been said if we sold Bernardo. Would have been sad. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Would have been sad if we sold Bernardo, regardless the signings. Glad he stayed. That's true. Um, Jordan says, Mel, how you doing, Jordan, man? Big up to you, man. There's a comment here. He's eighth in the league. He's eighth in the league. Raheem Sterling is eighth in the league. Guys, give us out of 10. Give us like the vid and give us out of 10. Smash 10 likes. Go ahead, keep smashing, guys. Give us out of 10. For me, Carl, this is a 10 out of 10. Why I'm saying that is we had issues last season where we knew Fernandinho was going towards the end and we
Yeah.
didn't have anybody. Now we've got Phillips, who I think can still give you 8 out of 10 performance, even in the Champions League and Premier League.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he gets back fit. And then we kept Bernardo Silva from Barcelona.
Yeah.
Um, what's interesting about Bernardo Silva, I just want to say, is he has acknowledged himself that nobody came in with a bid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so he said, "I'm staying this season." He also mentioned the fact that he says people don't understand that the culture is different here and Portugal. Um, do
Yeah,
you think?
no, it's
Then he
not.
also mentioned that if I stay 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I'll give it my all. You as a person sitting there, right? All
Mm.
that statement he said, does that assure you confidence? Or by
I mean,
him seeing that, okay, by him seeing, what I'm trying to say is by him seeing that City fans were singing his name throughout the match, were singing his name, Bernardo, Bernardo, for 30 minutes to 20 minutes, all the love they gave him. And then he sees nobody came in with a bid, especially Barcelona, who were making false promises. I think they were just trying to use Silva to put pressure on De Jong to maybe reduce wages or something.
mm.
Maybe I might be wrong. So, as Bernardo, I know he says the culture is not the same in England or Manchester. He says the people are nice. It's nothing wrong with the people. That's what he says.
Mm.
Do you still see that he's homesick? Because
Of
I've
course
seen
he will. Of
footballers
course
like
he
him,
will. No.
Tevez, and them
Well, I
who
mean,
even,
just think about this. I
yeah,
mean, Manchester's lovely, no doubt. I've been there a couple of times, but it's always raining. It's always rainy. I mean, I don't like the rain. I can't stand the rain. I like the sunshine. Bernardo's from Portugal. It's always sunny. It's always hot. That's the food is spicier. The wine is probably better than in England. Some people are like that. But having said that, Bernardo's been there for 7 years now. 7 years, right? Came for 2017. Wait, 2017. So 6 years. Yeah, coming on 6 years. He's been there for 6 years. It's a long time in a footballer's career. He's 27, 28. He's getting to the latter stage of his career. If he wants to leave next year, we all as fans should bless him and thank him for doing well for us. That's all we can do. When he is on that pitch, he gives his all. He gives every single thing. He works hard. He runs hard. So we as fans, if this is going to be his last year, let's push him to give us what we all want: another Premier League title, maybe a Champions League, maybe an FA Cup, maybe a Carabao Cup, maybe, right? Maybe it gets us over 100 points again. Maybe we go undefeated. But we should all just push him to give the best. And again, when he leaves next year, celebrate him with love, wish him well as he goes to the new chapter of his journey. Because he wasn't born in Manchester, he wasn't born in England. He came from Monaco, and one day he will leave, like Fernandinho, Aguero, company, and the others. So
yeah, I think it's about time to just let somebody go, let them
yeah,
go and enjoy themselves. Maybe he
yeah,
wants to start a family somewhere
yeah,
warm and somewhere where the language is easy for him to
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
Says Carl, did you see Mane sign the Liverpool flag? Yeah, we did that, and I saw the video. I sent it to Carl. You know what?
Because
Let's
Mane,
move on. And
I've always told you, Patrick, there are two players that I never abuse or talk bad about. Abuse meaning like make fun of or troll. It's Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. Now, Mohamed Salah dives. I talk about diving, but you never hear me say a bad word about Sadio Mane because he has the heart of the people. Signing that Liverpool flag for Liverpool, even though he's a Bayern Munich fan, a player, is class. He's brought up well. His parents taught him well. That's all I can say.
yeah, big up to Mane for doing that. Big up to Mane. So, guys, in the comments, guys who's gonna watch this later on, guys, what do you think? Did you enjoy our video about the transfers? Do you agree with us that it's a 10 out of 10? Harry Mill says it's 8 out of 5. Guys, in the comments, please put your comments at the bottom when you see this in the morning or you see this later on. Guys, as I said, we appreciate your support. We're gonna continue giving you a lot of content on pitch points. We're going to continue pitch points and actually and football and chills. Both of them will be doing UCL. We'll be just doing UCL join there. We're doing a lot of UCL content. Kawa's got a lot of amazing stuff for you. We'll be doing tactical analysis of certain games. The reason why we didn't do the tactical analysis for the last game is it looked straightforward, but we'll be doing tactical when we see something interesting. When we
Mhm.
see Pep do something interesting, like out of this world or something that's just different that we haven't seen
Mm,
yet. But
mm,
guys, that's the window. Bernardo Silva stayed. We signed Phillips, who keeps smiling all the time. We signed Alvarez, who's the next Aguero. We kept Mahrez, who's very good in the Champions League. We
mm,
got Akanji, who's part Nigerian, and I know that every time we talk bad things about Akanji, the Nigerians are going to support him. and he's very fast. And we got Eden Blut Haaland, who's already scored 9 goals in 5 games, who's amazing. And I hope he bags 3 more goals against Villa and gets Jed sacked. We got at Ortega, who was the second best keeper in Bundesliga and is a very good shortstopper. And an upgrade on Stefan. Then we got Sergio Gomez, who's a left back, who's 21 years old, coming from Anderlecht and highly rated by Vincent Company. He also mentioned Vincent Company in his interview, and he used to be a City fan, and he was amazed when he heard and shocked that City are looking for him. Same as Akanji. He said in his interview he didn't believe that City were looking for him. He just came out of
Yeah,
nowhere. Nobody
yeah,
told him anything. So, guys,
yeah.
we have to be happy as City fans right now. We have to feel blessed that players are staying with us. We have to
Yeah.
be blessed. People like Haaland are showing up. We have to be blessed that even Ortega said, as soon as City called me out of nowhere, out of the blue, I was not going to resign my contract. I knew I had to go to Man City. We have
Mm.
to be blessed by Alvarez, who says Pep Guardiola was the manager he wanted to play under. So, guys, that's all from me and Carl, and hopefully we will see you after the game tomorrow. And hopefully we do well against Aston Villa. So, guys, please subscribe to the channel, like the vid as always. Until next time, guys.